'Twas the night before Christmas, and a little gray mouse was scurrying hastily through the halls of the house. Behind him he heard a tumultuous clatter, a vase overturned, or ceramic that shattered. He just turned a corner, a timely virage, to avoid narrowly the pursuing barrage. Ahead was his mouse hole a few floorboards away, a dark, dusty hideout, to save the day. Without looking back at the end of the hall, the mouse disappeared into a hole in the wall. Just around the corner, slowed by his age, came Old Man Johnson, with a battle to wage. He was relentless, though he gasped as he ran, ready and armed with a cast-iron pan. As he reached the wall, he came to a halt. "Damn!" he exclaimed, as he passed his assault. He caught his breath and got down on his knees, peered into the hole as he hushedly wheezed. He exclaimed, "That dastardly cheese-swiping vandal," as he prodded the wall with his frying-pan handle. "Every year that varmint comes out on his jaunt and thinks that he's completely nonchalant. It's supposed to be tranquil here on Christmas Eve, but I can't enjoy it with that critterly peeve. Whenever I sit down, I see him scurry across the room with an audible squeak and a devious zoom. If he romps here again, I can guarantee that a mouse pancake is what he's going to be." With that, he returned the pan to its shelf, and he walked toward the parlor to sit by himself. Most everything now was silent as a rock, just the crackle of fire and the tick of the clock. He lowered his arse into the velvet recliner. The quiet ambiance required nothing finer. He beamed as he sipped on his scotch and soda, figuring his evening had then reached its coda. So he dozed off to sleep, and on his face still a smile, and peacefully rested for a short while. He awoke some time later, still cooped up in his chair, to a musty scent permeating the air. There stood the most likely fellow who might break into one's house on Christmas Eve night. His suit looked faintly red, but was gray head to foot, as the man was thoroughly covered in soot. Santa coughed starkly. On the mantel he leaned. "You know," he said, "that chimney needs to be cleaned." Said the old man, "That's a standard I just can't uphold. I'd clean it myself, but I'm getting too old. Anyway, Mr. Claus, what are you doing here? I didn't think I'd be receiving any gifts this year." "Now, you're not getting much, don't worry about that. But I thought I'd check in and stop by for a chat. I hit every house, that's how I do my affairs, and it's in my contract with the man upstairs. I hope things are well and that you're in good health and that your 401k provides ample wealth. It's been another year and you've been kind of an ass. You still cuss out the neighbors when they step on your grass. Now, I know that you're aging, and I know you mean well, notwithstanding your likelihood of going to hell. You want to be peaceful, so maybe it's best if you would avoid waging war on your guests." "I don't have any house guests," exclaimed the old geezer. "There's only enough food for me in the freezer. My daughter and grandkids will come Christmas Day, but tonight it's just me in my humble chalet." Santa said, "That's not what I was talking about, but you're wise and you'll probably figure it out." They sat for a minute and chattered on, shared a laugh, and talked of times bygone. The old fogey and Santa finished their scotch, and the latter looked concernedly at his watch. "Looks like I'd better continue my flight. Got a whole lot of houses and not too much night." Santa left swiftly, now through the front door, and Old Man Johnson's cottage was silent once more. As he walked to his bedroom, he spotted again the tentative mouse peering out of his den. He looked at the critter, his mind now at ease, and he opened the cupboard to get in some cheese.